In this lecture, I will discuss about design of doubly reinforced beam. Here example 4. A beam section is limited to width 300 mm and the total depth h is equal to 500 mm and is subjected to a factored moment, means 1.2 dead plus 1.6 live, the factored moment, that is 405 kilonewton meter. Determine the necessary reinforcement, mean we have to calculate the area of steel in the doubly reinforced beam using Fc prime 28 megapascal and Fy 420 megapascal. Refer to figure below. Okay, here is the section. The total depth is the 500 millimeter and the effective depth, that is a 4 to 5 millimeter for the two layers, and for the effective depth for the compression steel, that is a 62.5 millimeter. I will discuss how 4 to 5 and 62.5 come. Solution. Before starting of the solution, I have calculated the D minimum as per singly reinforced beam. For this section, according to this moment, I have put the value of moment, width of the section Fc prime. I got the value of D minimum, that is 485 millimeter. Means this section have depth less than this. The effective here is the effective depth. The assuming two rows of bars, effective depth, that is 500 minus 75 millimeter, 4 to 5 millimeter. So our effective depth less than D minimum, so we have to design this beam as a doubly reinforced beam. So now I will start the solution of this problem. Determine the maximum moment capacity of a section as singly reinforced beam. For the designing, first of all, we have to determine the maximum moment capacity of the section as a singly reinforced beam on the tension controlled conditions. For Fc prime 28 megapascal and Fy 420 megapascal, we got rho max value 0.01806, that is a rho maximum value depending upon tension controlled conditions. 0.375 multiply 0.85 multiply beta 1, that is 0.85 Fc prime 28 megapascal divided by Fy. We got the rho max value 0.01806 as per tension controlled conditions of a singly reinforced beam. We are taking just as a start assumptions. Okay, then assuming two rows of steel, the effective depth will be 500 minus 75 millimeter. As you know, in the previous lecture I have discussed, for single layer of steel you will minus 60 millimeter, for double layer of steel you will minus 75 millimeter. So the effective depth, that is a 4 to 5 millimeter. Here the area of steel from rho max, area of steel AS1 rho max into BD, B into D. So our AS1 area of steel 2300 millimeter square, 2300 millimeter square. Now this depending upon this AS1 from the tension control conditions A into AS1 Fy, in the tension control our steel yields 0.85 Fc prime B. So here I got the value of A 135 millimeter. If I have the value of A, now I can calculate the moment capacity mu1 phi as1 fy into d minus a by 2, 0.9 2300 420 d minus a by 2. I got the moment capacity 310.8 kilonewton meter. For this section whose depth is limited, only this one moment can be produced by the beam when it behaves like a singly reinforced beam. But to accommodate in this beam whose depth is limited, then we have to provide the extra steel in the compression region to make the more higher couple to resist the applied moments. So the maximum moment capacity of this section If we take as a singly reinforced beam, that is a 310.8 kilonewton meter. Now in this section, 300 by 500 millimeter, the design moment 405 kilonewton meter, the applied load, applied moment is greater than mu1. It means we have to provide the compression steel in this section. Therefore compression steel is needed in this section. So how we calculate the compression steel? Calculate in this step I will calculate moment 2, area of steel for compression, and the total steel. mu2, how much moment will be resisted by the compression steel? The total moment, the applied moment, minus the tension control region 310.8, the remaining moment will be resisted by the compression steel. So that is a 94.2 kilonewton meter. So for the moment capacity formula for the compression steel, that is a phi as2 into fy2 into d minus d dash. In this equation we have mu2 phi. We are assuming that our compression steel is also yielding, so that's why we are using the factor 0.9. Fy 420, d minus d dash. D dash is the effective depth of compression steel. Okay, how I have calculated here. The clear cover of concrete 40 millimeter, and the stirrup dia, the shear tie stirrup dia, that is 10 millimeter. And from the center of this bar I am assuming the hanger bars as the top bars of 25 millimeter dia. So I have divided by 2 to take from the center. So the effective depth for the compression steel from the center of steel to the top of the concrete, that is a 40 plus 10 plus 25 by 2, so equal to 62.5 millimeter. So here I have put it the values: 94.2, 0.9, area of steel 2, 420, 425 minus 62.5 divided by 10 power 6 to convert into Newton millimeter. So I got the answer for area of steel 2, 68 millimeter square. Now the total steel which we will provide in the doubly reinforced beam, that will be area of steel 1 plus area of steel 2, 2300 plus 688 milli equal to 2988 millimeter square. So we can provide 6 number 25 bars as per US customary unit system. 1 bar of 25 millimeter dia bar is 510 millimeter square. For 6 bar that will be 3060 millimeter square. So total area of steel provided 6 number 25 bar. Now up till if our compression steel yields, up till here design is completed. Okay, but we have to check the condition that we have assumed that our compression steel is yielding. Sorry, here check compression steel yields or not. Here is a steel ratio, compression steel yielding criteria, minimum steel required for the in the tension region for the compression steel yielding. So here is a formula: 0.85 beta 1 fc prime over fy, d dash over d, 600 divided by 600 minus fy plus rho dash. Rho dash is the steel ratio of compression steel, that is a 688 divided by bd, that is the value of here. So I have put it all the values. I got the answer rho cy bar equal to 0.029. so that is the minimum steel is greater than rho of tension steel, 2300 divided by bd. So if our rho cy bar is greater than rho, it means our compression steel is not yielding. Okay, so now our compression steel is not yielding. Now we have to use the revised value of area of steel. Okay, in this equation I have used by assumption that our steel is yielding, but now after applying the check we got the answer that our compression steel is not yielding. So for that, here is the formula for the compression steel. to calculate the stress in steel in the compression steel equal to 600 into C minus D dash over C. You can use this formula in terms of A also. Determine C from area of steel 1 here, from the tension steel where the steel is yielding AS1 Fy over 0.85 Fc prime B. So all the values are given. For the tension steel equal to 135 millimeter, we can get the value of C of neutral axis depth A over beta 1 135 over 0.85. We got the answer 158.8 millimeter. Now to calculate the stress in steel, 600 into 158.8 minus 62.5 C minus D dash over 158.8. So we got the answer for the stress in steel in the compression equal to 363.8 megapascal, which is less than 420 megapascal. Now we will use the revised value of Fs dash in the for the area of steel 2. Calculate As dash, that is the As2. Okay, Mu2 same formula, phi As dash Fs dash D minus D dash. Same equation, the upper equation where we have used the yielding, assuming the yielding. Okay, same equation. Now we will replace only Fy with the Fs dash because steel in the compression is not yielding. Okay, same equation, 94.2 equal to 0.9 As dash 363.8 425 minus 62.5 whole divided by 10 power 6. So we got the answer 793.66 millimeters square. You can divide all the parameters by 94.2. You will get the answer of As dash, that is a 793.66 millimeters square. Now for the compression steel you can provide two number 25 bars whose area will be 1020 millimeter, so will be greater than the applied. So revised total steel will be As1 plus As2. As1, that for the we have calculated from the tension control condition 2300 plus revised As dash 793. So required total steel is 3093 millimeters square. So we have provided 6 number 25 whose area of steel total 3060 millimeters square, that is the nearable to the required. So in this example we are providing 6 number 25. You can also increase one bar like 5 number 25 and 1 number 32 bar. Okay. Here the design up. We have used in the tension control the value for phi 0.9. These calculations are using rho max, which is based on a strain of 0.005 at the centroid of the tension steel. To get the strain in steel, dt minus C over C 0.003 means to check the strain at the bottom. Okay, similar triangle rule, dt minus C over C into 0.003 dt is the effective depth 425 minus 158.8 neutral axis depth divided by 158.8. We got the answer of strain in steel for the bottom 0.00503, which is greater than 0.005 as expected. So here is the sketch, final sketch of the doubly reinforced beam. Two number 25 bars for the compression steel top, and for the bottom steel 6 number 25 bars. In this steel As1 and As2 both steels are added in the bottom. So this steel will resist the applied loading, that is 405 kilonewton meter. I will just brief this example. In this example, we have first assumed that this section as a singly reinforced beam, and depending upon that we have calculated area of steel, and from area of steel I have calculated the moment mu1 mean T1. Then how much needed for the compression steel, that I have minus the total moment from the mu1, so that moment should be resisted by the compression steel, and this steel also provided in the bottom to make the extra couple. Okay, in the previous singly reinforced beam, only the upper portion, the compression force comes from the concrete, and the from bottom only comes from the steel. So only for the steel that couple work. But in this example, uh, this section 500 millimeter depth for singly reinforced beam only can resist 310.8 kilonewton meter. To resist the extra moment, or resist the extra to provide the extra couple in this section, we have added the steel on the upper side and also in the bottom side. Same compression steel also added in the bottom side to balance the couple or to increase the couple. Okay, so in the second moment formula, from the compression steel formula, we got the value of as2. Okay, so total steel as1 plus as2, 2300 plus 688, that is 2988 millimeter square. Up till here our design ends. If our steel yielding in the compression region also, so here we are check the compression steel in the is yielding or not. So here is the formula: minimum tension steel for the compression steel yielding here, that is the formula. Here the our rho cy bar value is greater than rho. Okay, so it means our compression steel is not yielding. So now we have to revise the design for the second moment and for the second area of steel, where I have assumed that our steel is yielding, but we have checked our steel is not yielding. So for that we have to calculate the fs dash. For fs dash we need c. Okay, so a, this is the design. We calculate the a from the as1 fy over 0.85 fc prime b. We got this value, then we calculate c, and then we calculate fs dash. Then we revise the value in the formula of second movement, and then we will calculate again as dash, that is the second area of steel. Now revised total area of steel is 3093 millimeter square. We have provided 6 number 25 bar whose total area is 3060 millimeter square, that is near able to applied required area of steel. But I have suggested that you can increase number of bars, more number of bars, like 5 number 25 and 1 number 32 bar, or you can use all 32 bars. Here we have used the rho max at the strain of 0.05. We have also checked that the strain in steel, okay, in the bottom steel, that is greater than 0.005 as expected, so we have used 0.9, so that is okay. So that's all for the doubly reinforced beam. Have a nice day.